You keep waiting for something to save you, for the spark, for the right morning, for the feeling that says, today I'm ready. It's never coming. Nobody is coming to pull you out of bed. Nobody is coming to make you train, to make you study, to make you build. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards proof. And proof only comes from discipline. You think pain is your enemy? Pain is the entry fee. Every champion you admire has paid in full. They bled in silence, they worked when the lights were off, and they didn't post about it. They became the pain until it stopped hurting. Discipline isn't a mood. It's a contract you sign with your future. No witness, no applause. Just you versus that weak voice that says, it's fine to rest. Every morning, the soft version of you wakes up first. The one that wants comfort, the one that hates responsibility. And right behind it, the ruthless version opens its eyes, waiting for you to choose. You think life is supposed to feel fair? It's not. Life is built to expose weakness. It finds your excuses, your hesitation, your laziness, and amplifies them. Only discipline keeps you from collapsing under that pressure. Motivation is sugar. Discipline is steel. One melts, the other builds. Stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Ask, how do I stay consistent when I'm disgusted with the process? That's discipline. It's waking up on the day you feel hopeless and doing it anyway. It's controlling the only variable you own, yourself. Every empire was built by people who learned to say no, to comfort, to distraction, to pleasure. They chose order over ease, focus over feeling. The disciplined man is dangerous because he's predictable, even to himself. He knows what he'll do tomorrow. He doesn't need inspiration, he is inspiration. The lazy man waits for clarity. The disciplined man acts and creates clarity through motion. You want to know why you keep failing? Because you keep negotiating with your weakness. You treat discipline like an option, not oxygen. The truth, you either master your impulses or they master you. And once they do, you'll call it fate. Fate isn't real. Habits are, and habits build or break gods. That's why the disciplined are silent. They don't announce change, they become it. Their silence is strategy. Their consistency is chaos to the undisciplined. If you want to change your life, don't look for a plan. Build a code, a personal law that doesn't care about your emotions. Because discipline is not about how you feel. It's about what you obey. You obey the schedule. You obey the standard. You obey the version of yourself that refuses to die average. The undisciplined spend their lives waiting for the perfect day. The disciplined spend their lives creating one. Nobody's coming, and that's your freedom. Because once you accept that, you become unstoppable. You stop begging life to be easier and start becoming harder than life. Motivation is the biggest scam they ever sold you. A fantasy wrapped in dopamine. It's the illusion that you can feel your way to greatness. You can't. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. You can't build an empire off sparks. Every weak man worships motivation because it gives him permission to wait. He says, I'll start when I feel ready. He never feels ready. He never starts. Motivation keeps you addicted to comfort. It promises intensity without consistency. It's a high, a cheap one. You feel unstoppable for 5 minutes, then reality reminds you who you are. The disciplined don't chase feelings. They chase results. You think the soldier waits to feel brave? You think the builder waits to feel inspired? You think the lion waits to feel hungry? Number, they move because action builds emotion, not the other way around. That's the secret they don't tell you. You don't get motivated, then act. You act and motivation follows, sometimes. And when it doesn't, discipline carries you. Motivation is for beginners. Discipline is for those who've seen hell and kept walking. The world glorifies excitement, but excitement doesn't finish marathons. Excitement doesn't build companies. Excitement doesn't wake you up at 4 a.m. when you hate yourself. Discipline does. Motivation says, trust your feelings. Discipline says, control them. Motivation is built on fantasy. Discipline is built on law. And law doesn't care how you feel. You can cry, you can bleed, you can hate every second. The law stands. That's what the disciplined understand. Your emotions are servants, not masters. You want to know what kills dreams faster than fear? Comfort disguised as motivation. That lie that says, take it easy, you've earned it. You haven't earned rest until you've earned respect, your own. The world is full of talented quitters. Men who started strong because they were motivated, and men who disappeared because they weren't disciplined. Motivation dies in the dark. Discipline is born there. Motivation runs when the applause stops. Discipline keeps working when the world forgets your name. That's why most people will never win, because they want the emotion of winning without the psychology of suffering. Motivation is external. Discipline is internal. One needs a reason. The other is the reason. You want to be dangerous? Stop chasing feelings. Start building systems. Your alarm clock is a test. Your excuses are your enemies. Your habits are your weapons. Motivation is soft. It whispers. Discipline commands. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're sad. It demands you show up. You can't build a life on emotion. You build it on execution. That's why disciplined people look cold, because they've burned every excuse in the fire of action. They've replaced comfort with control. And here's the twist. When you stop depending on motivation, life becomes simpler. You don't negotiate with yourself anymore. You wake up, you move, you execute. It's mechanical, ruthless, pure. You stop being a dreamer. You become a weapon. Because weapons don't need feelings. They need direction. And if you ever wonder why the disciplined win, it's because while the world is waiting to feel ready, they're already finished. There's a war inside every man. A war that no one talks about because it's invisible. But you feel it. Every time you wake up and argue with your own reflection, it's not you versus them. It's you versus you. The weak version and the disciplined version. The coward that craves comfort and the animal that craves control. Every decision, every second, one of them wins. And the battlefield is your mind. You think your biggest enemy is poverty? Number. It's that small voice that says, it's fine to rest today. That whisper is your assassin. The moment you listen to it, you lose ground. Because discipline dies in negotiations. You know the truth, but you pretend not to. You know you're wasting time. You know you're capable of more, but you hide behind, I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. I need a break. That's the language of defeat, and it's fluent in every lazy man's head. The war inside you isn't about motivation. It's about dominance. Who runs your mind? The ruler or the rebel? Because here's what most people don't understand. Your mind isn't loyal to you. It's loyal to whatever you feed it. Feed it excuses, it becomes your prison. Feed it structure, it becomes your empire. Discipline is training your mind to obey. Not once, not sometimes, every day. It's building a pattern so deep that even when you're broken, you still move, because your habits carry you when your hope is gone. Most people never win because they're emotionally attached to comfort. They call it self-care. They say, I need balance. Balance is just another word for hesitation when you haven't earned it. You want peace? Earn it through war. The disciplined don't search for calm. They create it through control. When your life feels chaotic, it's not life. It's you. You lost command. Command comes from consistency. Consistency comes from structure. Structure comes from pain. That's the chain. Break one link and you're weak again. You think success is glamorous? It's not. It's routine. It's repetition. It's boring. And that's why it works. The undisciplined crave newness. New jobs, new relationships, new goals. They're addicted to beginnings because beginnings feel good. But discipline thrives on endings. Finishing, completing, following through. You want to beat your inner weakness? Starve it. Starve it of attention, starve it of comfort, starve it of excuses. Feed your discipline until it becomes instinct, until your emotions no longer matter, until doing hard things feels normal and easy things feel disgusting. That's the level. That's the war won. Because when you master yourself, the world has nothing left to use against you. The disciplined man doesn't fear pain. He fears permission. He knows that once he starts allowing comfort, it spreads like a virus. And here's the part most people can't stomach. Discipline isn't about winning battles. It's about never surrendering. Even when you lose, you stand tall. Even when you're exhausted, you keep your standard. Because that's how warriors think. Not about comfort, but code. Your code is your spine. Lose it and you collapse. You want to fix your life? Stop fighting the world. Start fighting the voice in your head that keeps making you soft. That voice is the enemy. And you don't negotiate with enemies. You destroy them. You do it by repetition, by control, by showing up when everything in you screams to stop. The war inside you is daily. It never ends. And that's good. Because that war is what keeps you sharp. It's what keeps you awake. It's what keeps you real. Discipline doesn't eliminate the war. It just makes sure you're the one holding the sword. Pain is the first language life ever spoke to you, and it's still the only one that tells the truth. You learn to walk through pain. You learn discipline through disappointment. Everything that ever made you stronger broke you first, but somewhere along the line, comfort became holy. They told you to chase happiness, to avoid suffering, to listen to your body. That's why you're weak, because the body lies. It screams at the first sign of pressure. It begs for rest before you've earned it. It protects comfort, not progress. Pain, on the other hand, tells you exactly where you still need work. It's the map of your limits. And discipline is what happens when you follow that map instead of running from it. The gym, the late nights, the failure, the rejection, those aren't punishments. They're practice. Every rep of pain is another line of code written into your character. You say you want strength? Then stop cursing the process that builds it. You can't separate greatness from pain. They're twins. Every great life you admire was forged in the furnace of something brutal. Loss, betrayal, pressure, fatigue. Pain doesn't destroy the disciplined. It refines them. Weak men break because they think pain means stop. Strong men endure because they know pain means grow. Pain is the mirror that never lies. It shows you the truth about your patience, your ego, your excuses. It tells you if you really want it or if you just like the idea of wanting it. You can pretend to be disciplined until the first wave hits. Then we'll see who you really are. When you can hurt and still move, you've crossed the line into power. That's where real confidence comes from. Proof that you can bleed and not back down. Pain isn't a wall, it's a door. It just demands an entry fee most people won't pay. So they stay outside, safe, average, entertained. You walk through because pain isn't your enemy anymore. It's your instructor. It teaches you timing, patience, control. It teaches you humility, the understanding that you are not entitled to anything except what you've earned through suffering. You think pain means something's wrong. Number. Pain means something's working. Every time you push past it, the old version of you dies a little more. That's the transaction. Discomfort for evolution. The disciplined man doesn't chase pain, but he doesn't run from it either. He studies it. He learns from it. He uses it to sharpen his edge. Because pain is a compass. It always points toward progress. You just have to be brave enough to follow it. And when you do, you stop being afraid of hard things. You start craving them. You start looking for the next wall to break. That's the shift from avoiding pain to hunting it. Because every time you find it, you find another layer of yourself. So stop praying for easy days. Pray for strength to face hard ones. Because comfort makes you soft, and softness kills kings. You want the crown? Earn it through pain. Every man wants to be a king, but no one wants to carry the weight of the crown. They see glory. They don't see order. They see power. They don't see restraint. They see results. They don't see repetition. That's the problem with this generation. Everybody wants the throne, but nobody wants the discipline that builds it. A king is not born in the palace. He's built in the silence, in the 4 a.m. mornings when no one claps, in the hunger that no one sees, in the work that no one posts. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's lonely. It's the invisible grind that separates the ones who dream from the ones who dominate. The disciplined man doesn't talk about greatness. He lives it. Not through words, but through patterns. Not through emotion, but through execution. He doesn't need the world's permission. He's self-authorized, self-forged, self-led. That's the essence of kingship. Self-rule. If you can't rule yourself, you have no right to rule anything else. The world is full of men who want respect but live without structure. They confuse loudness for leadership. They confuse arrogance for strength. They confuse hustle for purpose. But discipline is silent power. It's not about being seen, it's about being consistent. When others are celebrating small wins, you're studying your weaknesses. When they're chasing attention, you're chasing mastery. Because real discipline doesn't need recognition, it becomes recognition. And here's the paradox. The more disciplined you are, the freer you become. Freedom isn't doing what you want, it's having the power to command yourself. To say no when your body says yes. To say move when your mind says rest. That's freedom. That's power. Discipline is the gatekeeper of destiny. It decides who passes and who stays outside. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not opportunity. It's discipline. Your ability to stay loyal to the vision when comfort tempts you to quit. Every time you obey your code, you add armor to your soul. You become sharper, colder, clearer. People will call you obsessed. They'll say you've changed, and you have. Because discipline changes everything. It strips you of weakness, of emotion, of distraction. It kills the boy and builds the weapon. The disciplined man doesn't live for applause. He lives for impact. He doesn't count hours, he counts results. He doesn't need balance. He needs purpose. And when life hits, because it will, he doesn't panic. He adjusts, he adapts, he endures. That's the difference between kings and the crowd. The crowd reacts. The king responds. The crowd complains. The king corrects. The crowd waits for the moment. The king creates it. Because discipline is creation. It's the art of shaping reality through consistency. Every choice, every routine, every repetition, it all builds the throne. So if you want to be a king, stop chasing the crown. Start mastering the code. Wake up when you said you would. Train when you don't feel like it. Work when no one believes in you. Stand when the world sits. And one day you'll look around and realize you didn't chase the throne, you became it. Because discipline isn't about control anymore. It's about identity. You are the schedule. You are the standard. You are the law. That's what it means to be a king. Not comfort, not noise, not power for show, but power through control, calm in chaos, faith in pressure, consistency in the storm. So when they ask you, how did you build all this? You won't talk about luck. You won't talk about talent. You'll just say one word, discipline, and that will be enough. Because real kings don't speak of the crown. They show it in the way they walk, in the way they work, in the way they live. Discipline, that's the mark of the throne.